They're going to throw a lot at her defensively, but for the most part, Kara Hageman's going to match up with her. I am expecting Kara Hageman to shoot from the field a lot in this game, try to get Leslie away from the rim.
One thing to guard against, this Rochester team can also hit it from the outside, very much like their men's team. And there's an opening three that's long, and Leslie with the tip, she controls it. Arm straight up, Spartan basketball.
Good look at some clean defense right there. Kara Hageman, they're going to ask her to do a lot, guarding pink number 42. Alexandra Leslie.
Lauren Deming, who just gave the ball up, is 6'1", so we talk a lot about Leslie, and deservedly so, with the basketball now at 6'2", but don't forget about Deming. Deming now has it in front of the Case bench. Looks inside to her teammate, Leslie. They'll double down, and Jessica McCoy, or actually Hillary Hellman, stole it. Here comes Gonzalez the other way. Alicia Marie, the freshman point guard, back to Hellman. Hellman lost the ball. Quickly down the floor comes Rochester. On the break, step back shot off the glass won't go. Deming comes up with the loose ball.
Just too tall, too long, too strong. It's a great defender. She's going up against Jess McCoy, and she bodied her up and put two hands in the air, but Leslie's going to win that matchup 10 times out of 10.
This is Kara Hageman with the basketball up top. She can shoot that three, and she does. This is missed, and Hellman knocked it out of bounds. Trying to get that rebound. Hillary Hellman couldn't get both hands on it, and Rochester will get the basketball back. Off the bench in the game for Case, Alex Roth. Roth, the senior guard from Villa Duchesne High School in St. Louis, Missouri.
It's going to be important for Hageman to get her outside shots falling early, because that will get Leslie out of the post.
Gonzalez, the point guard, doubling down on Leslie. And Case just working so hard to get a rebound, stop Leslie from scoring, and unfortunately bad luck was on their side that time as Hageman knocked the ball out of bounds. They had the end result, they just couldn't hold on to the basketball. It's Leslie again. You know, Eddie, at the Division III level, if you get a 6'2" player that can play, it is a huge weapon. And that's what Rochester has. Is Hageman with a ball fake and finished it strong.
When Kara is going to force Leslie to stay with her, because she is going to run the floor. She's going to be cutting, and there's a steal by Hellman.
Hellman, 2-on-1 break, pulls up for a three, missed it badly. High screen, Hageman comes out on it. Jessica McCoy with good active hands, anticipated that pass, comes the other way, gets it off to Hellman. Hellman loses the handle, and the ball's out of bounds off Rochester. So look at Jim Scheibel. He's been at Rochester for 18 years. Had his team in the Elite Eight a year ago. They won 23 games. They've got 11 so far this year. This is Hellman with it out to Hageman. Now it's Jessica McCoy, 12 seconds to shoot. Hageman against Leslie inside. Shot off the glass. Ball's loose. And Deming comes up with it. Deming inside against Jess McCoy. Missed the shot. Hellman with the rebound.
That's a 6'1" guard posting up right there. That is not something you see very often, but she's got the capability and the size to do it.
Gonzalez got a beautiful high screen from Jessica McCoy that time and took it and finished it.
They're going to have to see more scoring from Gonzalez. They know about her ability to facilitate, but with the injury to McConico,
Leslie got the defender on her hip.
Just a little over pursuing action by Roth right there, and Leslie got free for a minute, so Hageman had to come from the weak side to help out. And usually, Ron, when you get help from the weak side, a lot of times it ends up resulting in a foul, and that was no exception right there. Leslie completes that play.
Alexandra Leslie has all 7 of Rochester's points. 7-4, Yellow Jackets early. This is Gonzalez, she's in trouble, needs some help. Hellman needs it. Back to Gonzalez. They'll break the press. This is Hageman, and they're not going to get it. They're going to say 10 seconds. Boy, that was tight. Lena Ethington has checked into the game for Rochester. Ethington wearing number 11. Try to work it inside. Hellman almost with a steal. Deming controls back out to Leslie. Leslie with a strong drive. Hageman with the rebound. Here comes McCoy the other way. McCoy right side. Hellman with a 3. They need it, and they missed it.
Slow start for Hellman. That's 2 threes that she's put up there, and neither one of them has drawn rim.
This is Deming in the corner, in front of the Case bench. Shot from the elbow was missed, but the rebound is also missed. Leslie, though, is there unattended. Actually, that's Deming inside. Lauren Deming with 2.
Yeah, I just have no idea how she could be listed as a guard at 6'1". I mean, it's like you got a second center down there with that size and length.
Jess McCoy does not draw iron. So the story for Case, at least early on here, is the poor shooting. They have not even been close. This is Leslie inside again. Case needs a timeout. Jen Reimer's going to take it. Boy, if a club ever needed a break, it's this Spartan women's basketball team right now, because the combination of Alexandria Leslie and Lauren Deming is just dominating this basketball game. It's 11-5. 5 minutes gone in this opening quarter. We'll be back.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine.
Full court press by Rochester to come out of that timeout. This is Gonzalez, she'll break it. Roth to Hageman. Hageman was fouled and she gets the shot. Kara Hageman will look for 3.
It's a nice find by Roth. Excellent, nifty little bounce pass into one of the best scorers on the Spartan club. And Kara has really come a long way in terms of absorbing contact and being able to finish off these 3-point plays. She's really gotten a lot stronger over the last couple of years. We knew that she could score, but now she is scoring with authority, and she's got 5 with a Spartan 7.
This is Brenna James with the basketball. Top of the key, just inside the 3. No, they said it is a 3-point shot. That's Jillian Silvestri. The back cut, Roth, back to Hageman. Kara spots up for a 3, need it, and they got it.
I think that's going to change things for the game plan of Rochester defensively. You get Hageman going from outside. Leslie has to come out and get her.
Good defense, double down defense that time on Mary Kronwetter. Kronenwetter is also 6'1". She traveled with the basketball. 6'1", 6'1", 6'2". It's like the San Antonio Spurs back in the glory days of Duncan and Robinson. Gonzalez misses the layup. This is Silvestri with the basketball.
And they've got 2 more freshman 6-footers that are eventually going to work their way into the rotation.
Hellman the other way. Hellman's going to find her teammate. That's Ambergy for 3. Quick pace game, up and down the floor. Timeout, Jim Scheibel wants a timeout. I'm not sure he wants that pace. I'm not sure if you got 6'2", 6'1", 6'1", that you want that pace. He's talking to his team about it right now. We'll be back in seconds.
With 31 unique creations to choose from, there's something for everyone to love at Dave's Cosmic Subs. Meat lovers, vegetarians, and everyone in between agree that our freshly baked bread, high-quality ingredients, and homemade sauces make us the best in Cleveland. Come on into Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry to experience legendary subs in a cosmic atmosphere. And don't forget, we deliver. It's as easy as dialing 216-320-0330. Be the hit of the party. Order Dave's.
Rochester out of that timeout will shoot another. That's a 2 just inside the three-point line. Silvestri hit a 3 moments ago.
And she's got a good stroke going early. Just a little bit further than that free throw line from that spot on the floor.
Marissa Muth now in the game for Case. That's Muth right there, number 3. Just left her shot. And a beautiful assist by a nice young lady with a pink dress on. What you can't see is she's got pink boots on too.
Very stylish. I mean, Sunday afternoon game, gotta put on your best apparel.
What you gotta do, you gotta wear your Sunday best. Here's McCoy with the basketball. Ambergy now has it, draws the defense, try to get it to Kryenberg, and the ball was knocked out of bounds off Rochester. So Kryenberg's now in the game. Backup post player, backup point guard is now in the game, Marissa Muth. Kara Hageman will come back and she'll replace Alexis Ambergy. So with Leslie in that game, they needed Hageman back off the bench. This is McCoy from way out as the shot clock winded down, and Rochester will control the basketball.
Spartans now with 2 forwards on the floor. You got Hageman and Kryenberg. Not a lineup that we see very often, but you have to go to that change with a 6'2" Leslie on the floor. That'll make a good double teaming action.
Lauren Foley checks in for Rochester, coming out. Inside, it's Leslie. I think McCoy got a little bit of that shot, the first one, and got a little bit of Leslie in the second one.
Well, and they move the ball well to get it into Alexandra Leslie. I think that's probably even maybe a bigger priority for the Spartans at this point. You got to deny the entry pass, because once Leslie gets it in her hands, it's a do or die situation. I mean, she's either going to come up with a score or she's going to go to the free throw line. But I think the Spartans just got to do a better job of having their hands up high, just trying to deny that entry pass. Don't let the ball get into Leslie in the first place.
Leslie on the season, an 84% free throw shooter. She is impressive in every way. 3 of 3 from the foul line so far this afternoon. Leads at its biggest, it's 18-10. This is Gonzalez near the scorer's table. McCoy with it to Hageman, working against Leslie. McCoy gets her shot blocked by Leslie. Strong move by Kara, but an even better defensive play. There's the entry pass. Soft turnaround shot, rolled out. Hageman comes up with it. Here's Muth with it. Back to Gonzalez. So they got the point guard plus the backup in the game right now. This is McCoy on the baseline. Hageman, they're going to swing it to Hellman. Back to Kara, out to Muth. Good passing. McCoy for 3. Missed it long. Hageman controls it and keeps it alive. Whistle to foul inside, and Lauren Foley had Kara Hageman wrapped up, literally.
And this is probably the best ball movement on this possession that we've seen in the early going in the first quarter. I mean, eventually you find the option that you want in Hageman. They've been feeding her down low early, so keep that up and they'll be able to score some points.
This is Hellman along that baseline, and Hillary tried to get the ball out to her teammate Muth. Knocked out of bounds. Case will keep it. They'll have 26 seconds to shoot. Guy with the Atlanta Falcons jersey on. The Falcons, of course, in the NFC Championship game later today. They'll take on the Packers. Steelers and the Patriots on the AFC side.
I was going to say, I wonder who he's rooting for in that game.
I think probably most of America is rooting for the Falcons because they're tired of seeing Green Bay, Pittsburgh, or New England in a Super Bowl. That's Hellman for 3.
Well, that's one thing you don't get tired of. You know, Hellman shooting the 3. I mean, she badly missed the first 2, but once that first one drops, she'll be feeling it much better as the game goes on.
Rochester the other way. Sarah Kaminsky.
Not going to win a lot of games by trading 3s. It's good to get one at your end, but if you give one up on the other end, that's not what you want.
Foul's on Rochester. The foul will go against Sarah Kaminsky. That will be her first.
And Hellman with an excellent first step off of the dribble. I mean, she's by far and away their best three-point shooter, but she's probably their third, maybe even their second best player off of the dribble with the offensive, the ball in her hands.
Rochester's doing a great job of guarding the shooters on this basketball team. They've got Hellman and Hageman tied up. Great fast break, beautiful pass, and the finish by Mary Cronenwetter.
Yeah, that doesn't really get much better than that. I mean, the chemistry between the two there and just a crisp finish.
This is Hageman with the shot blocked by Cronenwetter. 6 seconds left, opening quarter. Rochester's gonna let it fly, and it does not go. But it was a good look. One quarter in the books. Spartans are down 10.
Everyone loves a comeback, right? Especially when that comeback is Queso Diablo from Qdoba, full of spicy satisfaction to take you straight to queso bliss. That fiery, smoky sensation you've been craving has returned. Celebrate the comeback of Queso Diablo, available now and for an infinite time, only at Qdoba Mexican Grill.
Eddy, as both teams still in their respective huddles at the end of the first quarter here as we're approaching the next 10 minutes before halftime. If you go inside that Case huddle, you've got to believe they're talking about how do we defend inside against this team that is so much longer than us. And I'm not sure, short of the doubling down that they're doing, and maybe you, like you said, you pressure the ball initially, you pressure the ball out front, and you put pressure on whoever has it so they can't get it inside. That may be the best line of defense against this inside game.
I would think so, and even despite the 11 points in just 7 minutes for Leslie, I mean, to say that you held her to 4 of 9 shooting at 44%, I mean, that's very average, you know, especially for her. And you get a good look at a Hillary Hellman 3 contested from center court, but yeah, I mean, they're going to have to do something a little different because Leslie just touches the ball just about virtually every possession, and that's got to change.
This is Gonzalez with it for Case. And once again, Rochester's defense in the face of the scorer, Hellman. If Hillary gets a shot right now, it is contested. It is not easy. Inside, it's Deming.
Great use of the glass. Deming's a really good finisher, good body control and everything that you could want near the rim, scoring in the paint.
Hageman against Deming. Shot was blocked, and they're going to call the foul on Lauren Deming.
Well, here she comes, and
actually, foul's on Mary Cronenwetter. I'm sorry.
Got a pretty good look at that last one, and pretty good chunk of ball, maybe a fingertip of Kara Hageman, maybe on the wrist, but Kara going to the line for 2.
Hageman with 9 points. She has 9 of the 14 so far for this Spartan basketball team. And make it 10. Hellman matching up against Cronenwetter inside, but Cronenwetter with that height advantage scores the easy basket.
Well, I guess the banks are open even on a Sunday. That's a couple field goals that Rochester has gotten to go off the glass.
Hageman's really been the only offensive threat so far for Case. They have bottled up this young lady, Hillary Hellman. She gets that shot, she gets it to fall despite the foul. Foul's gonna go against Sarah Kaminsky.
Well, I think that by now, even in just her second year, Hillary has really made a name for herself around the conference. I mean, you're listed at 5'10", and you got really, really long arms. I would say, Ron, every team in the conference and every team in Division III knows just how capable a shooter that she is. So she is definitely going to receive the most pressure defensively, and they're going to contest her shots every time.
Hellman makes the free throw. She's got 6. Leads at 9. It was at 12. Loose ball, Jessica McCoy fighting for it, and Rochester will throw it away. Good defense that time by Jessica McCoy. She created that entire scenario, and the ball is back in the hands of the Spartans.
And Rochester did have 5 turnovers in the first quarter, which is a little higher per quarter than their season average, but the Spartans commit one themselves.
Brenna James with it. Deming way out front.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. You got to deny the ball before it gets to the big post player.
Foul's on Alicia Marie Gonzalez. That is her first. Deming took it near the scorer's table out front and dribbled all the way in, got the layup, missed it, and got her own rebound. Marissa Muth has checked back in for Case. She will defend the ball. Looking for Leslie, they find her with Hellman on her. Hageman along with Jess McCoy also on her. Tie up, possession arrow goes to Rochester. You know, if you think of the mental makeup of Alexandria or Alexandra Leslie, you gotta believe that she is so mentally strong, because every game, Ed, she will face double teams, triple teams, people hanging on her, people slapping her, and you gotta stay mentally strong through that all. And we've seen her for a long time, and she certainly has been able to do that.
And she gives them 2 assists a game, so she can pass out of those double teams.
Boy, that was just beautiful body control that time by Lauren Deming. That was all athletic ability.
Got to cut down on those. Definitely have to cut down on the turnovers, because you do not want those big players running the floor on you. If you do, it's over. It's over. I mean, those 2 players can run the floor. They're capable of doing it. You want to get them set in the half court.
Alex Roth will check off the bench for Case. She'll replace Alexis Ambergy. Case started the season, University Athletic Association-wise, with 2 straight wins on the road. They won in Pittsburgh against Carnegie Mellon, and Carnegie Mellon was ranked 10th in the country at the time. They're still ranked 13th. But they've lost 2 since opening 2-0. And they've got a big battle in front of them this afternoon. Hellman with a high screen, still can't get open. Muth into Hageman. Hageman working against Leslie. Out to Hellman. Spot up 3. Got it.
Well, there you go. I think both of her threes that have gone in have been in between the circles. So that's a hot spot for Hillary Hellman, and she's going to work to getting to that spot on the floor as the quarter continues. And that's just too easy. That's just way too easy, even for Leslie.
Leslie with 13. This is McCoy, splits the defense. Ball was slapped out of her hands. Foul is on Lauren Foley. That is Lauren's second.
looking at one of the best free throw shooters in program history. And, you know, back to that game on Friday, Ron, that was just so uncharacteristic for the Spartans with that free throw percentage. But I think that they're slowly but surely getting back in the groove here from the line, and that is a very encouraging sign.
Leslie draws that defense. And Rochester will get another shot at it. Muth with the rebound. Down the floor, lays it up, and lays it in. Jessica McCoy from Muth.
There you go. There you go. That's the one way that you beat size in a half court, is you don't allow them to get set in the half court and always have somebody cutting to the rim in transition.
And a travel before the shot. Full court press by Rochester. This is Muth in the backcourt. Now Roth with it, gonna give it back to her point guard. 5:27 left to play, opening half. Spartans are down 6. They have been down as many as 12. Hageman with a high screen for McCoy. Gets it back to Hageman. Now this is Hellman with 4 to shoot. Hillary's in trouble. Wraparound layup. Oh!
Ooh.
Unexpected.
Very nice. Hellman right past 2 blue defenders, including the 6'2" Alexandra Leslie, but scored it anyways. Beautiful up and under move.
Foul's going to go against Hillary Hellman. Hellman was the help side defense that time. That is Hillary's second. One of the things that Coach Reimer talked to me about was, you know, based on the defensive look that they were going to have to give Rochester, she was hopeful that, you know, one, obviously that it would be helpful, but two, that they would stay out of foul trouble doing that. And Hellman goes to the bench with 2 fouls with just inside 5 minutes to play in this opening half. You don't want your star shooter to pick up her 3rd foul. Long 3, she was red hot in the first quarter. That one rattled in and rattled out. Jillian Silvestri doesn't get that one. Here's Hageman the other way. Hageman to Ambergy. Alexis will clear it out to Alex Roth. 3 in the air, top of the key, missed it. And the long rebound will go Rochester's way.
And that's okay. You can still come up with points even without your best shooter on the floor, because they're just looking to get up and down the floor to kind of counteract the size down low that Rochester has. Really try to make them exert some energy and get them out of breath a little bit.
Roth and McCoy working against Leslie, and Alexandra Leslie did a nice job of keeping control of the basketball this time. She's earning her points. You've got to give the Spartan defense credit. They are working really hard against her. But when you get to this point in her career, Leslie, and she's a junior, obviously has played an awful lot, probably aren't many defensive strategies that she has not seen yet. She's Muth with the basketball, and Alex Roth now with it in front of the Rochester bench. Roth looking and looking. We got 10 seconds to shoot. This is Hageman. He's going to find Ambergy. Alexis with a 3, missed it long. And here come the Yellow Jackets the other way. Lizzie Atkinson crosses the timeline. Inside 4 minutes to play, 3:36 left to play opening half. Spartans are down 6. This is Leslie again. Missed the shot. And McCoy with the rebound. Yellow Jackets wanted a foul. Scheibel really working the officials for a foul on that one. Muth with the basketball. Marissa with the floater. Marissa Muth with her first 2.
And with the rim protection, you're not going to see many holes for a teardrop like that, and it's important to capitalize when that opportunity comes, and she did it. Very good play by Muth.
Turnaround shot. Here comes Muth the other way.
Spartans are playing with the right pace, though. You gotta have to give Jen Reimer credit on that. Things are really moving.
Ball fake, 18-footer, good.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ron, with a high arcing shot like that, she could even shoot over Alexandra Leslie. That ball really got up there, but she hit nothing but net.
It's a 2-point game. 2:25 left to play opening half. Step back shot missed. Ambergy with the rebound. Quickly down the floor, keeping that pace tight. Ambergy lays it up and in. Game's tied. Jim Scheibel wants a timeout. Rochester has called a timeout. Case has battled all the way back, and they're fired up about it. It's 33-all, 2:09 left to play opening half. We'll be back.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Eddie, the Spartans were down 12 points with 9.5 minutes left to play in this quarter, which means this half. And they have battled back. They have tied this game with 1:55 left to play in the half. This one will stay Rochester's way.
Well, and they're just counteracting what the Yellow Jackets bring to the table with a dosage of something different. I mean, they are forcing the Yellow Jackets to guard all 94 feet of the floor in the full court, and it's working. It's got them back into this game, and we got a contest again.
Strong drive, shots missed, ball's loose. McCoy comes up with it. Muth, she'll spot up for another three. Got it! The freshman's red hot.
Well, with McConico and KCU out, this was a big-time opportunity for Muth, and Reimer, Coach Reimer was very trusting of her having the ball in her hands.
Threw it away. Mary Cronenwetter just threw it away. She knew it. Gonzalez to McCoy off a high screen. Jess splits the defense. Gets it to Gonzalez with the loose ball. McCoy with a ball fake. She's going to go inside again. Back to Muth. 22 on the shot clock, 55 on the game clock. This is McCoy. Missed it long. Ball's tipped, and it's knocked out of bounds. And Case will get it. And more importantly, Eddie, they get a fresh 30.
Yeah, and the Yellow Jackets are only going to get one possession before the end of the half, so that would mean Spartans are very, very likely in good hands to go into halftime with the lead right here. But you got to get one good possession here. Just because you have 30 seconds on the clock doesn't mean that you want to take your time. You still want to be able to put the pressure on the Yellow Jackets and have them on their heels.
Well, the Twin Towers have come back into the game for Rochester. That's Deming and Leslie. So they'll defend these final 30 seconds. This is Hageman with it, with Deming on her. 13 seconds to shoot. Muth. Gonzalez. McCoy almost threw it away. 8 seconds to shoot. Jessica McCoy dribbles in. Ball's tipped. And Rochester's coming up. Great defensive stance that time by the Yellow Jackets. Here come the Yellow Jackets the other way. Deming with the basketball, looking for Leslie. He's going to find Green. Shot clock's off. We've got 8 seconds left. Opening half. Deming with a ball fake. Going to pull up from 12 feet. Nailed it. And what an entertaining opening half. Spartans are up a point. It's 36-35.